And then by the time, you know, each month rolls around, I forget what setting it is. A little catalogue of all the new stuff that I'm bringing out. What am I going to call that? I don't know. I think this is lying to me. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taylah and I here make scrunchies and bows, and I've been doing so for 9 years now. In today's video, I'm going to be taking photos and uploading everything to my website for my new launch. It is currently June the 1st, so that means everything needs to be up by 8 p.m. tonight, because that's when I'll be having my launch sale for all my new products and all my new scrunchies. So I've decided to go for a bit of a theme to do with the seasons changing. I am in Australia. It is currently winter as of today, so I went with more neutral blues, cooler colors. There is one or two warmer ones in there, just to sort of break apart and, like, I don't know, make it a bit different. We'll be going through my processes for how I take photos and what I use and how I edit them. And I'm definitely not saying that this is the way to go, like, that I know I'm doing. This is just what's working for me right now. Like, even if I compare myself to a year ago today, it is completely different to what I was doing. But I feel like it has evolved really far in that short time frame, so that's really good. I'll show you guys what we are taking photos of today. I am also hoping to take a couple photos in the hair as well for my headbands. I'm thinking at least, for the very least, because they're a different product. I have never taken photos with these before, and they sort of need to be shown like what they look like on the head. Whereas the scrunchies, I could take a couple photos, but I don't think I'll take photos of everything, because that would literally take me all day, and people already know what they look like in the hair. I have lots of photos for all my standard listings. If you're new to the channel, I'm trying to do a limited edition run every month and then take down, like, last month's limited edition. I haven't been taking down the previous months though, because it has been really slow on the website, but I think this month I will take down the February and March. I don't really have much of February and March left. I'll show you guys what I finally have, including the DIY packs, which I'm super excited to say it's only taken me a year to get, and makeup only. And then the headbands have been 2 years in the running. I did like a video 2 years ago about like headbands and stuff and other items I was gonna make. It wasn't specifically this style though, it was a different sort of headband. I had a twist in it. I thought these ones suited this specific material better, but I think if these headbands go well and people like headbands, I'll bring more headbands in. Probably the twist ones and ones that aren't as thick, because these ones are very wintry looking. Okay, let's have a look. Alright, so here is all my stock, and I have been doing great this month. I've got so much done. When I say this month, I really mean this week. I started really making all this stuff. Well, I did start the headbands last week to see how they went. So we have 10 different color scrunchies. You may notice there's some sitting up here, and that is because I had to wash them. They're dry. Awesome. Yeah, I put those through the wash because they went all weird. Not all weird. The fabric smelled funny. It has smelled funny ever since I bought it like 4 years ago, and I was just like, nah, I can't deal. So I just chucked them on the wash with the actual material. I probably could have done that before I made them, but I really didn't think it was that bad, but then I just couldn't stand it anymore, so I did. So yeah, if you're wondering, they do wash up pretty fine. I just left them on towel to dry out. Okay, these are the scrunchies, and you may notice there's a few different types. So I usually do 2 different styles in the regular size. So I have a thin band, which looks like that, and a wide band that looks like that. And I do the actual making of the scrunchie different because of that. So for example, we've got that one, which is done in a burrito style, and we got that one that's done in the tube method. So they look quite different. This one actually looks bigger because it goes out further, but this one's thicker. They're the colors I chose, very blues. Obviously these two are that warmer colors. The other ones are pretty neutral, and yeah. Oh, and there's also these, which I hope will go well because they're a velvet. So I got a light grey and a dark grey. Okay, let's have a look what else. So these ones are the XL scrunchies. I love this one. This is sort of what everything was inspired by. And I've also got petites. So I did 4 petites. There's some underneath there too. And I did 3. Yeah, I did 3 different mini scrunchies. So I've got 4 different sizes of scrunchies as well. And I did a couple of these wristlet key fobs. So that's the scrunchy one and they're the wristlet ones. So I just chose these colours. I will be able to make more of them, but I just didn't know how they'll sell and if people like them. So I just made those. And then here's the new products. So we have the scrunchie kits. So this one's a pink one. And I also taped on the top so you can tell what colour they are. Like that. So I don't have to pull them out. So we've got blue, brown, they're the purples and they're the greens. And then these are the pink ones. So they make 3 scrunchies per kit. They make 2 regular size deluxe and 1 XL deluxe. So it's pretty much my measurements, but just hasn't been made. And it is different elastic though. Elastic I put in here, people can actually tie it rather than having to sew it. So you can either sew it or tie it. And I've got instructions in there. The only thing I don't have is like a contents sheet, but I feel like it's gonna be fine. I'll just put that on the description online. I'll say what's included. But I'll open one of those up later and show you when I take photos. And these are the headbands. So these are a bit different because they are made with active ribbing. The reason I went with active ribbing is because it was a lot cheaper than the normal ribbing. The normal ribbing was like $30 or something a meter. And I didn't know how that would go. So I just got these ones. And I mean, they still turned out really cute, but they're just super thick. They're like really thick ones. So not as thin as usual, but look, matching. That's why I put this jumper on, because I thought it would match the style of this video. So we've got a couple different colours. We've got brown, we've got a light blue. There's also purple on this side, right down the bottom. We've got like a lavender violet maybe colour. And then we've got green and grey. So I've got 2 different sizes. I have the thin ones and I have a wide one. You'll be able to see what they look like on my head later. So we've got those as well. All my products, which is quite a big launch. Usually I've been aiming to do about 10 different like scrunchies, I guess, 10 different colors. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the listings just yet. I don't know whether to put all the headbands in one listing. I think I will, just because it's sort of, it goes all together anyway because it is a headband. And I only wanted to take a photo with the set that I'm keeping, which is the grey set. I just wanted to take a photo with them. Well, I suppose we'll get started taking photos. Because of the room that I am in, it is a little bit harder for me to take photos with stuff in my hair. That's the only thing. I don't really know what I'm going to do for that yet. I think I'm gonna have to go find somewhere in the house maybe and like put myself against a wall. I don't know, because this room doesn't get a lot of light, but I'll show you what I usually do. So I have this. It is discontinued, you can't get it anymore, sorry, but it's from JB Hi-Fi. It was $99 and it is a light box. It's quite large. And this is like just the compact version. It like sets up, which I'll show you guys in a sec. But this is pretty much how I take all my photos these days anyway. I do use my camera as well, so it is a little bit harder to film, I guess, when I'm using my camera because I'll be doing this. I sort of do want to try and get the photos done though, so then I don't have to worry about my hair and everything. And this weather is not looking the best, I suppose. I don't know, let's go see what I can find. Okay, this is the laundry. I don't know how the photos will turn out, but we'll see. You're gonna be sideways, but usually what I do is I put my camera sideways and then I just film and then I screenshot later because it's just easier because I don't have like a thing that takes photos. Okay, so I've just filmed a heap of different shots, mostly me putting them in my hair, like I'd like film me doing it, like turning around, and then just me like holding them. That way I can take screenshots of them and then post them. Really, like, it's the easiest way for me to do it, being just me. But hopefully it looks okay. I tried to like slouch as much as I could because when taking photos, especially when the hair, like you don't want your shoulders looking too broad. I find like it just doesn't look very natural. Like you'd want it more up. So you want to try and have it facing like that, not like that. Yeah, that's how I take photos with just myself and my camera. And I try and like find something that's like a door or a wall, and I try and utilize the natural lighting. I am getting absolutely baked in here right now though, because it is so hot in this tiny little laundry room. Okay, I'm hoping that the photos turned out okay because I have no idea. I'll check them later. But now I need to set up this other photo thingy so I can take photos. Also, don't mind the mess there. It's just always mess in here. So can't do much about that. Alright, well that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple to set up. A little bit loud. There is a few things I don't like about it. Like these are kind of hard to keep up. I just end up sort of folding them and trying to stick it to itself really, if it lets me. But you may notice it's really dark in there, and it's because this needs to go in. So this came with it. It's just a kind of a semi-gloss piece of, I don't even know, plastic, I guess. It's not paper and it's not cardboard or anything like that. So that's what it looks like inside. There is a little bit of a crease here because of the way I've been storing it, but I can't really store it any other way due to just, yeah, I want it to keep it all together. I don't have the box in here. The box is in the garage and blah, blah, blah. Anyway. Now, it's also got this. When I purchased it, it said that it had 3 options. It said it had, like, you know, low, medium, high. That is, it lied. It really did lie. Packaging was wrong. It does not have options to change it. So it's either blind your eyes or you can't see anything. And it just has a little switch here. Super bright in here. Perfect for taking photos. I would highly recommend getting a light box due to the fact that it is hard to take photos in natural light, especially coming into winter. There is limited available, and if you're like me and sort of scrambling at the last minute, you can't rely on the weather. And I guess like, yeah, around here it's just the weather's not very good. Yeah, it's usually like overcast or rainy, especially at this time of year. So I'm going to start taking photos. I have a specific sort of way I take my photos, sort of. For example, with my thin and wide band, I'll take a photo of this, I'll take a photo of this, I'll take a photo together, and then I'll move on to the next one. So there's not really going to be much filming in here, I guess, either, compared. I'm going to take this off the stand because it is easier to use the camera with just my fingers. I also tend to change the function. Up the top there's like auto, TV, AV, M, all that stuff. I usually change that too. Another thing I usually do is find like a wall and take photos against it like this. So that way I have some product photos of it being held, and sometimes it gives the better colour as well. Because sometimes when you're in the light box, the colour doesn't turn out always perfect. But usually against a wall, being held up into like natural light, it will turn out way better. So this is all the stuff I have in there. I just put the elastic away though. So I think it's like a really cute little pack. Hopefully they'll sell well, because my other ones that I have, which are over there, they sell pretty well online, but they're more for hand sewn, whereas these ones will be machine only. Okay, so I've just finished taking photos of everything. I'm going to now put some stuff away because, you know, might look a bit neater in here if I put them in the actual wall. I've just been chucking random stuff in the wall as well. which doesn't belong. I really need to do like a full restock of everything, as you can probably tell. So over here is where I had my last lot. So I'm going to move these all over to the other spot. So I might put the other ones here, maybe, if they fit. They actually might not fit, actually. So for the potato minis, I actually have a box for them. They're all mixed up at the moment, just because they're not full anymore. There's barely any in there. So I'm just going to pop them all in there. And I might just put the rest of the stuff over here. I know it looks really messy. So I use Photoscape X on Mac. It is a free application. That's what it looks like. It's sort of like Lightroom for Adobe. And I'm currently just saving them all now. It does take quite a little bit of time to save. But pretty much all I do is just go over to this panel here and I do a batch. And I brighten everything. I put a little bit of darken, vibrance, clarity. Yeah, they're sort of the general stuff I play with. Just to get everything looking brighter and... yeah, not as dull, because sometimes when I take photos in the light box, it comes out super dull. And yeah, it does take a lot of time to process and save, unfortunately. You can also crop them, but because some of my photos are landscape and portrait, if I try and crop it, it will literally make, like this one, it will go tiny, and this one would go normal. So it's not the greatest feature. There is a feature on my iPad which is way better, which I'll show you guys when I get into the second lot of editing I usually do. So this is just to brighten up the photos really, and then the next lot of editing I do is to remove backgrounds and center everything and that sort of stuff, which I love the app. The app on this one, my iPad, I paid for. It's called Photo Room, and I'll show you guys that soon. Oh yeah, I can move that. So this is what the photos are turning out like. These specific ones here, I did do it in a different, them's auto, and then the other ones were portrait. Portrait turned out brighter, but I found for some reason it was getting blurry by the end. Like the first one started out fine, but the end ones were blurry and I couldn't focus it. So I ended up changing back to auto. And so these ones are a little bit more dull than the ones taken with portrait mode. So I might have to take those back through and brighten them up again. Just because I think they still might be a little bit too dull.
You're buying a house.
Oh my god, really?
But formally approved.
Okay, that is like the biggest relief right now. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm a little bit behind because I've been like super excited about the house thing. Pretty much what I do, because I have all Apple products, it's so easy. I just select all that and I airdrop them. I don't know how people do it without airdrop, I don't know. So I'm going to airdrop, oops, it was only meant to go to my iPad, but oh well, it's going to both now. It's this app here, it's called Photo Room. Highly recommend it. It was $50 I think. And what you do is you go batch and you start the batch and you do all the photos. Did that, oh, they're still sending. I don't know what's wrong with my computer, it's so slow. Oh, it's probably because there's so many photos, that may be why. I'm just going to go through, you can actually bulk select these. Now I'm only paying for the normal one. I'm not paying for the one that lets you select more than 50 items. So I'm just going to go through and select my items. I don't think I'll fit the XLs on, to be honest. Okay, so might as well do them as well. I'm just going to add all those. So the first thing I'm going to do is center them and make them square. I wish there was a batch process to do this, but there's not. I guess because it's not really what it's made for. But I'm just going to square, I'm going to center. And then pretty much what I have to do is go into all of these, and now I have to remember how to do it. No cutout. And I'll just have to adjust it ever so slightly. But unfortunately you can't do this in bulk, so you have to go through and manually do this to all of them. Okay, so I definitely messed up some of these photos. They're not in focus at all, but I can't be bothered taking more. You can see the print. It's just the label that is a little bit blurry in some places. Yeah, it gets like gradually worse and worse, so I don't know why I don't know why that happened, because it started off really good, because I usually check the first few, make sure it's, you know, gonna be okay, and if it's looking like it's okay, then I'll just continue taking the photos. But yeah, it just got gradually like more blurry and more blurry. Changing probably halfway through to a different camera setting. So weird how that happens, I don't know. But yeah, pretty much I just go through, and this is how I center them, and this is how I crop them to be a square, because when you have a website, it's actually best to have all your photos the same size. So you don't want anything that's like landscape and then portrait, and you want sort of everything to be unison. So I've chosen to do mine in square, and yeah, rather than a rectangle. Apparently that helps make the website faster, and I think it does, because my website used to say it was like 20 speed score, which is really bad for Shopify, but now I think it's sitting at around 40, so it's way better. And all I've done different is change the photos. I think there's more listings too. Yeah, it's a shame that some of them are blurred. I think maybe it's because I chose portrait. I need to really write down my choices when I do this, because sometimes I pick the perfect setting, and then by the time, you know, each month rolls around, I forget what setting it is. I think the last lot I did, they were perfect setting, and I have no idea what I did for it. And you guys probably remember, because I tell the camera, but I can't remember that far back. I can't remember a month ago. My memory is shocking. Alright, so I'm just saving all those images now, and look at that, already saved. Took like no time at all. Now I'm going to start the batch for the ones that I missed, fix all this up, and then I'll show you how I actually remove the backgrounds, which is so easy, and highly recommend this app. So I'm just going to go into batch, select all of the XL scrunchies, we'll add those in, and I've already resized all these, so they're pretty good and the original. Quickly go have a look and see if everything's all good in it. Usually it's my label that gets cut off, so I'm just going to put that back in. That one's fine. Sometimes the middle also gets lost as well. So you can also add the shadow, and I usually put the light on as well. And then when I go out of this, I'll go apply to all, and that just brightens everything up and just makes everything look nicer, I think. So I'm just going to export those as well, and look at that, so fast. So with these ones, I did already sort of do them, but I'm just going to do them again because I didn't add the shadow. So I'm going to do square, center, and I'm just going to resize because they are mini ones. I usually put this up to about 12. I'm just going to rotate this. That's pretty much it for what I'm doing here. So I pretty much just go through, select all these and get them edited. Oh, that light on though doesn't not work for this color. Okay, so I'm just putting my website on password protect because I wanted to get all these products like uploaded and sorted out into the correct spot without having to keep taking them on and off the website. So I'm pretty much all finished editing everything, I think. I feel like I've forgotten something, which I probably have, but oh, I do not do that. I usually just go into like one of these. So I'll do minis first, because they're pretty easy. So I'll just duplicate it. I need to figure out what I'm going to call everything. Okay, once I duplicate it, I change the material and I add the photos. I have actually put them in a specific folder, but this is actually easier because when I put it in the folder, it scrambles everything for some reason. This photo is actually really bad. And then I usually just sideways or something, I'll just straighten it up. And it's already got my weight in there as well, which is good. This is the last thing I usually do. So it's limited edition and it's satin. So these are the meta fields. This is how everything gets sorted on my website. I'll show you guys later what that is. Oh, and I also like to do this. So I usually just put in a couple of different tags. That's pretty much all I do. And then I just go duplicate that. And now I have to go figure out what I've got next. You know what I might do, which it's going to take a lot of time. Should I do it? I don't know. I might get them up on the iPad so I know what I'm doing. Okay, on the iPad I can easily see where I'm up to. What am I going to call that? I don't know. Besides asking you guys, I do sometimes just go on here and go like wintry baby names. Jack, that's my brother's name. Bianca, Holly, Neve. Why? This literally keeps happening all the time and I don't know why. If anyone knows why this keeps happening, let me know. Because it's so frustrating. Because then when I go to like do things, it just shuts itself down. I have to shut everything down again. Anyway, I'm gonna continue uploading all these and it's kind of boring on the computer, so I'll get it all done and then I'll be back later because I want to show you how I do my little infographic on my iPad. Uploading everything now. It is currently 5 o'clock, so I have 3 hours until launch. I'm almost finished uploading everything. I've got 2 more XLs to do and then I just need to do the other items, so like the headbands, DIY packs, and pop up those couple of key fobs. But I just realized that one of the items I'm about to upload, I've already got up here. And I don't know how I didn't realize it, because I actually looked for it on my phone because I was like, oh, I think I already have that. And I do. It is up there already, so we are only going to be putting up 4 XL scrunchies this launch, not 5. Oh well, at least I've made a couple more. Alright, so it's currently 6 o'clock. I've just finished uploading all my products. Now I really need to write a list. That is what I really need to do. Let me write a list first and then I'll say what I need to do. Okay, I just need to do a few more things. I need to adjust the shipping. I need to check the limited edition tag so that everything's in that limited edition area and it's all the correct way, sort of thing, that I want it to be. I need to update the homepage and I need to schedule the email and then I need to turn the website back on at 8 PM. Because currently it's password protected, so no one can actually go on and buy stuff before the launch. And then I need to do my thumbnail for YouTube because YouTube goes up at 9 and the website gets, everything gets released at 8. If you do have Shopify, you might know that if you use a separate shipping profile to what there is originally, everything doesn't go in there straight away, which is super annoying. I don't know if there's a way to fix that. But I just found out something. If you tag everything with if everything new, so like say this specific one I called winter collection and I tagged everything with winter collection and everything has come up when I just put in winter. It's got everything. So yeah, I'll click done. Putting winter collection in is so much easier than trying to go through and find all the products I'm missing, because that's what I usually do. That's way easier. Alright, next I'm just going to go check what happens when I go have a look at the online store. And apologies, everything is a bit laggy because it just is. It just really is. Okay, this is the May drop and wait, if we go view all, limited edition. Alright, no, that's not what I want. Actually, where is all my new stuff? I think I put the wrong tag in. I didn't put limited edition. So what I will do, go into collections and then into limited edition I'll pop in product tag is equal to winter collection and that should, nope, any condition. There we go. I should update them. Here we go. So we got the cozy headband, the DIY packs, and then the petites and the minis, and then we go into last month's May drop, which was really pretty drop to be honest. But I don't have any XLs this month, especially because I forgot that I already had one up. I really need to fix these little things, but I can't be bothered. They're staying that colour. Alright, I'm gonna go fix up this front page and make it look all pretty. I like how I've got this. It's like the latest on Instagram. And I've got so many reviews now. Thank you so much. Everyone keeps leaving me such nice reviews. It's really nice. Okay, I'm going to do this. Alright, so one of the last things I do is I put all of these onto like a little photo, like a little page. And I have all their names on there. So then people can see and sort of choose which ones they like. And I don't know. I think it's a good like marketing thing to do. I will show you exactly what I mean in like a minute. I'm just going to go select all these different ones. Okay, so we got 30 products, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add this to an album. Okay, and the cool thing about iPads, you can actually do this. It just makes it a lot easier when I'm like setting everything up. So this is what I mean here. So I'm just going to select the May drop and duplicate. Start with the regulars, I think. So pretty much what I do is I just delete the scrunchies and I go in and actually I do my split screen. There we go. And what I can do is I can literally just select all of these, drop them in there. This is so much quicker than doing it one by one, by the way. And then I just adjust the sizing. Now, because there's 10 this time and not 8, I will have to be a little bit different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've also got the grids up, so that helps me. So it'll be perfect if I just do 5 like that. Also, if you know a better way of doing this, let me know. But this is probably the quickest way that I know. Like, it took me hours, like literal hours to do it the first time. But now that I've done it, this is like my 4th lot I'm doing. Because I didn't do March, I think. I think I only did April and May. And then I just adjust the names and then I save the image. And just, yeah, it's sort of like a little catalogue of all the new stuff that I'm bringing out. And obviously it is on 2 separate pages. This one even might be 3 because of how many new things I have, but we'll see. But the one thing I did not like about last month's one is this was too far away from this. So I'm just going to move them closer together. Move that up. And now I just need to go through and change all these names. Well, this is going to take me a little bit, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so this is what one of them looks like. And that's the other one. So they're all done. That means I'm really close to finishing. So pretty much the only things I've changed on the front is the slideshow. So this one, which is the first 30 orders received that. The June drop, which is the new collection. So it has that one. It does look better on the phone. Wait. Mobile. Sort of. Like, you can see more on the phone. June drop. And it's also got, like, I have all like the wristlets and stuff. And the limited edition's right there anyway. So pretty happy with all that. Now all I need to do is email. For my email, I just used the Shopify one. It's pretty simple. I did get rid of my other email thing that I was doing last year because I want to try and cut back as many costs as I could, because we are going into, again, I've said this like every video for like the last like couple months, but the recession, I'm just really mindful of my spending. I've tried to not spend really anything this last couple months on the business and I've been fine. I'm just, yeah, just trying to really cut my costs as much as I can. Okay, let's see if this works. If I put in winter, oh, it does. Okay, I'm definitely going to be labeling stuff from now on. Alright, let's go with, so I've just duplicated my last one, by the way. So for this, all you have to do is click on that and then click on the front one if you wanted the front one. I don't know why it chooses, sometimes it chooses the wrong one because it doesn't do it to all of them. It's really weird. What I will do though is move these around. I want the petites at the top. Alright, so this is my little what do you call it? Email. So this is my email. I'm just gonna go show you the mobile version though, because oh, if it will even load. There we go. Because most people view this email on the mobile. I don't know why it's done this though. Usually it doesn't do this. I think this is lying to me. I'm going to send it to myself, because usually it looks like this when you do mobile. It's only going in 2s, not 3s. Anyway, I'll show you here. So I've got the photo of me wearing the headband, and then the new products, and then the browns, and then I've also got the photos at the end. And for some reason it's been adding my mobile number to every single one of my emails, and I don't know why. So yeah, it adds it down the bottom. Even if I duplicate it and like get rid of it, it just adds it anyway. Alright, I'm gonna just send that and make sure it looks okay. Okay, I just launched. It's 8 o'clock. I'm not expecting a lot of people honestly to come on, and I've just made a few TikToks which I think are really cute. There's a couple of people with active carts, and there's a couple of people viewing right now, so hopefully I'll get an order or two come through. Let's see where they are. Mostly in Australia by the looks of things. Yeah, I'm thinking Aussies at the moment. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for the love and support. Oh, we got someone checking out. Okay, well, anyway, that's pretty much it for this vlog. I just really wanted to show you guys how I guess get ready for launch. It's not as chaotic as other days. I actually had like an hour to spare. I edited heaps of TikToks. I did my thumbnail for YouTube, which was a completely different thing anyway. I even, got my email and everything ready. I'm feeling very accomplished today. I bought a house today and I uploaded a bunch of things. I'm feeling very accomplished. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any tips or tricks that I should know about, or if you want to give anyone else advice in the comments. It's always nice to see everyone giving a helping hand, because I can't always reply back to your comments because I do get really busy. And yeah, just know that I really appreciate every single comment, and I do try and read them. I think I do pretty good at reading them all. It's just I can't reply back to all of them. I do try and reply back to as many as I can, but as you can imagine, getting a lot a day, it's really hard, and like I just don't have time to do it. But I do like to read them, and they do make my day, so thank you so much for leaving all those lovely comments. What a great day. Okay, I'm going to go now. Hopefully I get a couple orders tonight, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.